Welcome to another episode of By the Railside Podcast. I'm Zach, and that's Jordan. Mwah.
Hi, guys.
And as usual, don't forget to follow us on social medias, Spotify. Go find us on YouTube, where you can see our stupid faces.
Whoa. My face isn't stupid. I don't want to do this. Bought me a webcam and everything, and then now you calling me stupid?
No, just your face.
That's like the main thing. That's all I got.
Oh, your shoulder's in there.
Just which one?
That one.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
It's the worst one.
That's your worst shoulder?
Yeah. I'm a righty. My right side's pumped.
You're the camera's at your disposal. You bend the things.
No, because last time when I set the camera where I wanted it, you said, no, that's not good.
What do you mean it's not? Yeah.
Here, I'll do an example. Right here. Is this not good?
I didn't care where you said it.
Yeah, but now it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be leaning over for the whole podcast. Come on, guys. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I can't believe you guys would suggest something so
that was
silly.
Probably just my mouth, wasn't it?
No. This is your bridge of your nose and her eye.
Those are the worst parts about my face. The right cheek. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
Yeah. Don't actually, though.
Don't.
This week, we are reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp. We've got 3 movies left in our Infinity War saga, and they're the ones that are going to hit real hard.
You're going to cry.
I'm not going to cry.
You're going to cry.
No, I'm going to go.
You were squirting a few tears in this movie, I could tell.
Hey?
I heard you go.
It's not true.
It is.
No.
Your word against mine, and in the court of law of the USA, you're guilty.
Until proven innocent.
Yeah, you can't
That's
prove your innocence.
Twitter law.
Shania.
No. You feel like a woman?
No.
The Wasp does. Who's in this movie?
It's because she is a woman.
To tell us all about it, I'll throw it over to Jordan.
Sorry, I was just catching it real quick.
Good catch.
Figuring out that we got 2 cams, so we got to play off something. You know?
Yeah.
Should have actually had a ball that you threw.
No, because you'll throw it back and it will hurt.
Well, yeah. Obviously. Mine's going to be about 6 millimeters in diameter, plastic, and fired out of a gun.
I don't. No, I got too many breakables in here.
Most of the breakables are Lego, which are repairables.
Not repairable.
Yeah.
I gotta start the whole process over.
Yeah.
Gotta find the books.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
You can find those online.
No.
Anyways, you know what else you can find online? The review for Ant-Man and the Wasp, sponsored by Blazer346. In the aftermath of his experiences in Germany with the Avengers, Scott Lang must now deal with the consequences of his past actions while under house arrest. But Scott answers a call back into action when Hope Van Dyne and Dr. Hank Pym approach him with a new mission to find the truth about secrets from their past, all while facing a new enemy who anticipates their every move. Laser.
Yeah.
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for the review,
Yeah.
but not accurate.
Yeah.
They didn't anticipate anything. Like, they just watched them obsessively.
Yeah. Not. Well, they just assumed, I guess. No, it was an assessed watch. This one kicks off pretty much right after Civil War. Actually, the beginning parts are right after the first Ant-Man. You see Mr. Pym and Hope chatting away on how
Mom died.
Yeah, how Mom died.
Just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Talking about past traumas and such.
And he shows her these plans to build a quantum tunnel, and then they figure because Scott came back from being subatomic that they can. There's a chance that Mommy's still alive, and they're gonna go save her. And then cuts to just after when there's a plea deal. Scott takes a plea deal because he helped out Captain America, or Cap, because he's friends.
Yeah, that's what we call him.
Yeah.
Call him Cap.
Cap. and out in Germany, and he took a plea deal to be on house arrest. And goddamn, does he have a lot of fun?
Yeah, it seems that seems like hell. Like it's just the same thing over and over. Well, I guess purgatory, but it's just the same thing over and over again every day. Having to learn, like he resorted to learning close-up magic.
Yeah.
How low do you have to be? I haven't even looked that up yet.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
You don't like close-up magic?
I don't
I don't like
mind it.
not knowing how they do it.
Yeah, it does. That bothers me.
It's behind their
and
hand.
it'd be a thing where if I couldn't figure out how to do it, it would piss me off.
Okay.
Because I'd be like, this seems so simple
Yeah.
of a concept, but here I am just hucking cards across the room.
You gotta like hold it. You gotta bend the shit out of the cards. That's basically what it is. But I know, because okay, admittedly, I think I did this when I was in high school. Like I learned a little bit, and then you're supposed to like I can never do it because you have to have it up here.
Yeah.
And then you grab it like that.
Yeah.
But I was never dexterous enough. Is this your card?
Yep. See through.
Want to see my favorite magic trick?
No, don't.
Rhymes with 52 pickup.
Please.
I'm not actually gonna do that because you're gonna make me clean them up. And they're hard because they're fucking invisible. But back to the task at hand.
Yeah.
I want to know. Like, I would like more information because, like, what we know from the beginning of the movie is that he took a plea deal and he got his deal was house arrest for 2 years.
Yeah.
He didn't have a house, as far as we know. That clearly wasn't the apartment that he was sharing with Louise because I think that got converted into their new office. Like it looked like the exact same space, but just with cameras fucking everywhere now. But I want to know what he pled to, like what the charge was, because at the end of Civil War, they went to go break them out.
Yeah.
So was Scott just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay. And because he stayed, were they like the powers that be? They're just like, okay, well, we'll give you a deal. 2 years house arrest for staying.
Yeah.
Like, was it ever explained what the plea deal was, or like what he took? Because that was like, I thought he got out, like with everyone else, but I guess he would just be on the run for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he didn't escape. Him and Clint both took plea deals.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. They're the only ones that really have families.
Yeah.
The other ones are all fucking loners.
There's 2 guys with kids.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, no, I'll take the plea deal. I'm not gonna break out.
But man, I would love for him to be my dad. Like, our dad's cool, but Paul Rudd and Scott Lang are just sarcastic as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, well, our dad's pretty sarcastic.
Yeah, that's true.
Says racist things sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's like his entire generation.
Yeah, a chalk that up to age.
Yeah.
Not making an excuse for him. For you few listeners, just hop on your horses. Those comments still are not good, but he is like 60.
Yeah, and also when compared to the rest of his generation, he is nowhere near as bad.
It's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty okay.
Like our uncle.
Yeah.
Looking at you.
But yeah, Scott he's honestly like probably the best dad in the MCU, except for Hawkeye. Clint Barton's pretty good. Pretty much, I guess, the only dads in the MCU other than the older ones. But
I think Ant-Man is above Clint.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like Clint's a family man, but he's also gone a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And as you learn, spoilers, in the Hawkeye series, he's never really there. Mm-hmm. Whereas like Scott had, well, I guess they both have reasons why they could never be there. Like Scott was in jail, and then he was in jail, and then he got out and was on probation and on house arrest. But he still it seems like they both do whatever they can for their kids. Mm-hmm. Like Scott made that massive maze in his house. And even got his buddies to like help out with it.
Yeah.
and he just did that for his kid, which I think is really it's really nice. It's really sweet. It's a little touch of little familial bonds in the movie, um, which I think is good because especially with anything with Paul Rudd is never going to be serious.
No.
There if he's in the movie, even if it's like he could play in Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah.
and I'd still be sitting in the theater like laughing my ass off.
Yeah, and it's not even like it's definitely intentional, but it's more the fact that you're just like, it's the sly comments or just the sarcasm or just what like in this one where he when he was talking about landing a fish when they were trying to land this big account so that they would be set for life because they started up their own security business.
Yeah.
And they're trying to land this account. And he says, and Louise is like, "Yo, we got to land this bird." He's like, "No, that's not the saying. It's land this fish." And then Louise convinces him that land this bird makes way more sense because fish don't have legs. And if a fish got on shore and it got into a battle with a hawk, who would win? And he's just like, you know what? You've turned me around on this argument. Okay.
I also think that was a little bit of like I know Luis, and I know if I don't shut this down now and agree with him, it's never gonna fucking end. I love the way that he plays off with Luis, like the actor. I think him and Paul Rudd, just the screen connection that they have is fucking unreal. They definitely played to the strengths in this one and in the first one because they're both so goddamn funny. And Paul Rudd and Jimmy Woo, or sorry, what's his name? Randall Park, Park.
Yeah.
Like those two actors, I want to see more of them. Like I would like, we do get a little hint of Jimmy Woo in the future in WandaVision.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to sate my hunger. I need more Ant-Man, more Jimmy Woo. Just like the back and forth that they have with each other throughout the entire movie was amazing. But that final, right when he took off the ankle monitor, oh god,
Yeah.
perfection. Just because like he's so awkward, like Randall Park is so awkward about it.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be seeing you. Oh, where?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
And just trying to figure out like the disconnect between them. I thought you wanted to like take me out to dinner or something. He's like, oh no. Well, did you want to go to dinner? Paul Rudd. Come on, man.
Yeah. And it was nice because you can tell that the character like Scott is like he knows that he's fucking with him.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's clearly and the guy's just like so confused, and it's just this slight smirk on Paul Rudd's face when he's doing the whole thing is just he's messing with you.
Yeah. Well, especially because like you found his suit in public, which they didn't think to grab after it like deflated. They wouldn't have just been like, all right, you two stay here and find that suit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to Lang's house and arrest him because we got him.
No, they just
you got solid proof right there. Like I got your suit. The only person capable of making this is Hank Pym. And we got him.
Yeah.
At one point.
At one point.
They had him for like 20 minutes.
That was an impressive 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then they fucked it all up.
Yeah.
By not searching them
the
properly.
The same breakout that Pym did for Scott when he got captured after returning the stolen goods.
Yeah.
In the first one.
I still love that line. I wasn't stealing anything. I was putting something back that I stole.
Just trying to save his own skin, and he fucks it up.
All you gotta do, don't do this. But if you want to break into houses, bring light bulbs with you. Every time. Light bulbs. So you bring at least one broken one, or one spent one, and then a couple of functioning ones. And if the cops ask you, just like I'm kind of like a vigilante. I break into people's houses and I replace their light bulbs for them. See, this one doesn't work anymore, and this one does. Don't look in the bag.
I don't think that'll work.
It'll work, 100%. You just got to be a smooth talker.
Or white.
Unfortunately, you have to be white. But they still work at like the best chances. I'm sorry, but you have to be white.
Yeah, and then what else? I just love the character of Louise and pretty much all the like secondary characters in this. I don't remember the characters' names, but the whole crew working at the security firm, they're talking about the big bad in this one, which is a character by the name of Ghost. She's got quantum phasing issues.
Syndrome.
Yeah, yeah, quantum syndrome.
Quantum phasing syndrome.
Basically, she can just go through things, but it's causing her a lot of pain because what's ended up happening is her molecules are basically just tearing apart and reforming themselves constantly.
I thought the way they did it was really, really well done. I want to look up. Maybe I'll do that later in the podcast. But I want to know if they like shot it multiple times and then just formed it all into one. Because there's a lot of times where she'll like do something ghost-like, and then her body will like trail along and catch up to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if they were like just editing all that in, like just CGI, or if they actually had her do it like multiple takes, and then they just sort of clumped it all together. Because there was one part later on when she's talking to Dr. Kuckenstein. I can't remember his name.
Foster?
Yeah, Dr. Foster, a.k.a. Lawrence Fishburne, famous for his daughter doing pornos.
Yes. That's why he is famous.
When like she was freaking out on him, one of her ethereal faces like screamed off in the distance.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of weird and scary.
I think it happened just before she did that. So I think they did it in post, with just editing. But throughout the whole thing, when you see like certain things will happen, like when she made that almost like yelling face, that was when she was actually yelling. She later yells like 2 seconds after that.
Oh, okay.
So I think they did the whole thing, but then in order to give it that quantum look and quantum feel, they had multiple things going on, so that they would take whatever's from the beginning, edit it out so that it went over and it phased through everything. It honestly, the effects of that were unreal. I love the way they did that and how it made it feel proper. Like when they do like the speed stuff with Quicksilver, and he's just sort of like left a thing of smoke or behind him. In order to show how quickly he's actually moving, they have to do something like that. Which to me, it makes it look ridiculous. But it's because you're dealing with kids and stuff like that. But this one, they made it look more realistic, I think. Like if you're phasing through things, or if you're having these issues, and like she's having, that it made it look cool and made it look more realistic. Well, as realistic as you can for a science fiction movie.
I want to know like what the hell because she when she opens up the suit for the first time, you actually see who it is. There's like the typical like Darth Vader's mask coming off.
Yeah.
Like, that one I can understand because it's a literal life support system.
Mm-hmm.
But hers is just to like help her control her power a little bit better, which at this stage is not fucking happening.
No, she's toast.
She's too far gone unless she gets the tiny juice. She needs to. She gonna fall through the crust of the earth.
She's got to suck off Hope's mom.
Well, I don't know about that one.
I saw it in a video.
She needs to absorb her life energies.
Yeah, the quantum energy that's surging throughout Janet's body.
Yeah, this time, and I guess the first time I watched it, I got the wrong idea. Like I thought they were gonna go and save Hope, and then like strap her to a chair and extract the energy that way. But they were just like banking on her being there in the quantum realm, and just like, yeah, she's there, so we're gonna get the juice. I know that.
Which is crazy, because well, I guess it's because they had the pinpoints and the actual like navigation stuff directed on her. But if you just need quantum juice,
there's lots.
Like, oh yeah, there's a lot of realms in there. So
like Scott filled up a fucking 1.25 liter thermos in about 2.5 seconds.
It looked like one of those the big monsters Well, they had the screw tops on them.
Oh,
That's
breakfast.
Yeah.
University breakfast. That was not a good time.
No, those
Every
things
time.
are. They didn't taste good.
I
I
always get the fruit punch one because it's just fruit punch with bubbles.
Yeah.
But I would drink one of those big ones and extra large coffee.
Yeah, my heart hurts
Every
hearing
morning.
that.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm alive still. Boo.
Yeah.
I did my damnedest.
For those of you that was a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Fishburne, Bill Foster. He is in the comic books. He's Goliath, so he's the first giant man. Now, unfortunately, he didn't get much of Giant Man, other than Big Ant-Man. But
He broke
would
his
have been
record, though.
would have been cool to see his actual his suit, because I think he does have a blue suit in the comics. So it would have been neat to see the actual breakdown of him, because I don't know. I just want more.
Maybe-
I want maybe in the future.
Well, I'm not. I'm
Because,
just saying because like Luis was talking. He's like, "Hey, I would like a suit.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be one with much powers, like minimal powers.
Or
Does
no
he-
powers.
yeah, or
He
no
just wants a
powers.
suit.
So maybe he gets a suit. Like they just build him a suit, and then he's still in contact with Doctor, and he's like, "Hey, can you do me something like Ant-Man, but like the opposite?" Because I feel like Luis would be one to compensate.
Oh, 100%.
You think that's how Ant-Man came to be? Like they were working on research, like to grow, and then Hank Pym's like, "I'm not gonna compensate for shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shrink myself just to prove to you guys. Like I'm hanging brain. I'm slanging schmeat. You know."
There's the Hank Pym, at least according to pretty much everyone, that guy's a dick.
Yeah.
He is the worst boss. If you just disagree with him, you get fired. Now,
You're not smart enough if you disagree with Hank.
yeah, Buddy did. He was doing some bad things, but Ava's dad, apparently, I don't think he went too much into. They say what
He stole Hank's designs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Hank was just like, no, you don't steal from me.
Yeah.
You're blacklisted. Now you have to go to fucking Ukraine or wherever it was.
Yeah. No, it was starts with an A. Argentina.
Argentina. Oh,
Yeah.
the place where Hitler went to die.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Classic. Yeah, in this movie, he ends up with it killed me when he had the fucking faulty suit. And he's like, they gotta go, because in order to track the lab, because the lab was stolen by ghosts. In order to track the lab, they gotta go, or they need one of the old suits, because I don't know, I can't remember the part of the diffuser, or whatever we'll say. That is what is going to be tracking the lab, but they took that out when they made the new suits. So they got to get the old one, which he said he destroyed after Germany. Turns out he didn't. He mailed it to Luis.
U.S. Postal Service is great nowadays. They have tracking numbers. I just like the interaction, like before when they're talking about, or when Hank and Scott like first meet up, and he's like, "So I have to ask, like, did you destroy the suit?" Scott's like, "Yes, I'm sorry. I promise you I destroyed the suit." And he's like, "How could you destroy my suit?"
Yeah.
Like, there was no right answer in that
No.
situation. And then it turns out it was in his World's Best Grandma trophy. Because
Yeah.
that's the best place to hide stuff. I don't understand how they didn't find it. Like, the FBI is fucking slacking. First off, one of the most common hiding places, if you grew up smoking weed, you know, is either in your ceiling, you can behind your outlet, or like in trophies and shit. Because there's always a false bottom, or there's a space underneath that you can shove shit in there.
Yeah.
I didn't get many awards as a kid, but I remember I had a few trophies. And they always had, like, because you got to screw the thing on somehow, right? So there's always space underneath.
Yeah.
No FBI people thought to do that?
Nah.
None of those kids smoked weed in high school?
No, they weren't looking for it. Maybe it was their like the plea deal. He was just like, "Hey, where's the suit?" And he was like, "You know what? I actually destroyed it because it was not safe in anyone's hands." So then the government was like, "You know what? He's taking a plea deal. He's got to be telling the truth."
He swore on the Bible, guys.
Yeah,
You can't lie to God.
it can.
I lie to God all the time.
Yeah. Like, no, God, I won't jerk off again.
No, it's fine. You do it, and then you go to church and you ask for forgiveness.
I look directly at him.
While you do it?
Yeah.
Why?
In defiance.
In defiance of...
Yeah.
I'm masturbating in full defiance of the Lord, making uncomfortable eye contact.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to look up. God is always watching. So you just
Not
mutter
Santa.
to yourself like, you can see me. No, God's omnipotent. He knows all. He is all. Hey, God, I got a question. Why do you give kids cancer?
Yeah.
I've been banned from several TikTok lives for asking pastors that. But it's not my fault. They don't want to answer the real questions. How do you get saved? Ooh, go to church. I want to know the hard-hitting facts.
Yeah.
Why is my ass so fat? Huh? It's not fair. I can't go on stealth missions. The
Knocking shit over.
clapping my ass keeps learning the guards. It's true.
That
man.
would be rough. I think it was is that a comedian or something like that? They said they went to like a strip club in like downtown Detroit, and they thought that someone was clapping, but it was just like a girl twerking.
Yeah.
She had such a fat ass. Just
I feel like that could be a plus depending on like if you're because I know for like award shows and shit they have seat fillers, right?
yeah.
So if a celebrity wants to fuck off to the bathroom, then they fill the seat so it doesn't look empty.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would be what you're looking for on those resumes. It's like, can you clap? I was like, yeah, I can clap twice at once.
Yeah.
I go, she's like, can you explain? Yes, and it starts clapping with your hands, and then you hear another set of clapping. You're like, where the fuck is that coming from? She's
look
caked
around.
up,
What the fuck?
and then you know, yeah, you're higher right away.
Yeah. Immediately. Oh, caked up people always get hired, anyways.
Not always. Not if you work at Hooters.
Oh, it's true.
You work
need
at Goth
other-
Hooters, you might be able to do it.
I know it's like, I guess, a human rights thing, but I feel like if you're applying at Hooters, you know what the restaurant is.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can't get mad if you're declined and you don't, because you don't, now they don't say it's because of that, but you don't have the proper,
Just say what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Your tit's too small.
yeah.
Right? That's what
Yeah,
you're trying to say?
100%. If you have small breasts and you don't get hired at Hooters, like there's a reason. If Hooters wants big mommy milkers.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like, you can be real sneaky. You can wear
stuff
like
it?
2 push-up bras.
Holy shit.
I've seen magic happen in real life, and not like card tricks. I'm talking about like, who are you and how did you get in my house?
Yeah. 2 push-up.
Yeah,
Bro, my tits are hitting the ceiling. It's
yeah. Like you got to
Too
be
many-
careful. You
yeah.
start walking like this. Where you like no cleavage, and then you got cleavage past your clavicles.
I need to push down, bro.
That's called gravity.
Thinking about boobs in outer space.
That's why you just went. You went.
Yeah. Just
Sorry, I got lost in a very important thoughts.
lost in the boobs. It happens.
Wow, we should really get talking about this movie again.
Probably. Yeah, back to it. A lot of great comedic moments in this one. And I don't even know if it's just the writing or just the actors. I think it's partial the writing because Paul Rudd actually had a hand in writing these in this one. So
It's probably definitely a big thing in this one, but I really think it leads back to like the actors themselves. Because even if Paul Rudd had written part of this movie like he did, and it was another actor, I don't think it would have played the same.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly at this point it's 50% Paul Rudd, 50% writing. I would have liked a little bit more seriousness, but again, like I think at this late in the game for MCU, they find a way to balance out the funny with the serious stuff, because there is heartwarming moments throughout this movie. Pretty much anytime Scott interacts with his daughter when the FBI aren't there.
Yeah.
Or like the tender moment between Hope and her father, like finally learning what actually happened to Mother Dearest.
Yeah.
She became a freak. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you shrink between titanium.
Turned into a freak.
For anyone, I guess, who hasn't seen the first Ant-Man, Hope's mom had to shrink between the molecules to like destroy the nuke that was coming for the United States. Now, I thought it'd be funny if the Russians, because I believe it came from Russia, if the Russians added in like a bunch of redundancies and she just happened to only hit those.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, the lights don't work anymore, boss, but he's gonna hit.
Yeah.
But that's pretty morbid. That's just my sense of humor.
Yeah. And yeah, you're definitely right. Well, I think one of the biggest ones is when Cassie, Scott's daughter, covers for him while he was helping them out, and he has to rush back home, and she catches the ant in the bath and puts two and two together.
Yeah.
Covers for him, and then she's like, how long have you been Ant-Man for? She's actually probably the most proud of him, just because she knows that he's actually like helping people.
Yeah. Plus, her dad's a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, how many kids can say that, even in this universe? Well, I was gonna say Clint's kids, but they can't say anything because you're sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like he doesn't play himself off as a hero because, like, he's killed a lot of people. He was never supposed to be a hero. He just like got adopted onto the team because he wanted to put an arrow in Loki. Sorry, I was about to say Luffy. Loki's eye socket.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the only reason he's an Avenger and known to the world.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to kill a god.
He is the Avengers are like 14-0 or something like that, or 11-0 while Clint's there.
Yeah.
And they're like 0-6 while he's either not there or against them. So Hawkeye, probably the most powerful Avenger. Gonna throw that one out there.
I disagree.
Man's a hero.
Squirrel Girl.
No, we're talking MCU. She's not in this.
She isn't. Oh, she's
not in the MCU.
She will be.
We don't know that. No, they scrapped that show.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah, because she'd be too powerful. She used her squirrels to build a time machine and go back and step on Thanos' nuts.
That's not how that works. We'll find that out once we get to Endgame.
No, that's how Tony Stank builds a time machine.
No, that's how he built the time machine. But it was Bruce that explained how it works. It's different universes. Just killing Thanos in one doesn't affect the one in yours. Because that's a different time.
It's not going to kill him. She's going to step on his nuts.
Yeah, but it won't stop him.
What'll stop him? Have you ever had your nuts stepped on? I know I've been toe kicked in the nuts before by one of your friends.
No, my friend.
She was at the time.
There's more just there.
I got toe kicked in the nuts by a person that hung out with you. And it's not fun.
No.
Pee-pee blood.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tom.
Yeah.
I hope you watch this. I hope this is the first time you ever tune into our podcast and everyone knows you toe kicked me in the nuts. And I didn't go down. But you did. You bitch.
Yep.
You plot revenge on me. I probably would have gone to jail. It's probably a good thing you didn't do anything at that party. I would have went to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, well. Fuck that guy.
But, I mean, jail doesn't seem so bad. Like, I get to meet a new best friend who doesn't shut up.
That's true.
So I'd 100% be Scott Lang.
the truth serum in this, which is not truth serum,
What it is.
but it is. That whole exchange was hilarious. Just because, like, we need Louise to explain everything that happens in the MCU.
Yeah.
There should always be one shots of every movie that shows a breakdown of him telling what happened, because it's hilarious. It works so well.
Louise as the Watcher.
Yeah.
I would watch that show 100%.
Yeah.
You want a rundown on any movie, get Louise to tell it. I don't know if it's like, again, with the actor, like, I don't see another actor being able to play Louise as well as this guy has.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his name off the top of my head.
Michael Pena.
Yes. So I really hope that he is in like future Ant-Man stuff and future MCU stuff. I think as far as Ant-Man concerns, he's definitely a part of the team now. Like, even though he's the CEO or whatever of the ex-con security consultants, he's definitely going to be part of Scott's team.
Oh, 100%.
I would really like him to be to take over Dr. Foster's role. I can't remember the name that you said.
Oh, Goliath?
Yeah, I would love to see him as Goliath. Mostly because like half the battles would just be him explaining like how he got his suit to everyone. It was like, hey, what's up, man? You like my suit?
And I don't even know, I don't know if he was still like a bit truth serumed up when he's in the car with Hope, or if
I
he
think
was just
so.
like comfortable and he was just like talking to her and being so jacked up.
That I don't know, because like how long was it after he'd gotten the truth serum? It was at least 2 hours, and you don't know
It
how
was
long.
more than a while. Yeah, it was a good chunk of time because
No, it was within 2 hours.
It was night. Yeah, but it was nighttime when they were doing that, and then when he called Scott in the morning, it was basically morning when he called Scott.
Yeah, but it had to be within 2 hours because that was when the window closed, and then once he got, he still had like 15 minutes left on the timer to like catch Mom.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. The timing in this movie seemed a little off. That would be one thing I would say, because I don't know. It really bugs me in movies when they have like, oh, we've got 2 minutes until the bomb goes off. We have to do this, and then in real time, like while you're watching the movie, he's like goes into a dialogue that's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they go back to the bomb and it's still there, and it's just like, I think there was one movie that did it where it was an actual, like, the time they said was the actual same time in real life.
I feel like a couple
the
movies
scene,
have done it that way.
Which, that is just amazing, because it takes you out of it when you're just like, all right, we got 15 minutes to do this. And then as the time's like ticking down, you have this minimal window. And in this movie, Hank's just like sitting there being like, oh, like prepping himself. I was like, you should have prepped yourself before, dude. Like on the way over there, not just like, ooh, I'm going to do it while I'm in the quantum airplane so that I can fucking prepare myself to be like, all right, I can do this. Can we do this? And everyone else is getting their ass kicked, and they're waiting for him to do this so that they can shrink the lab. And he's just like, I got this. Do I? Yes, I got this.
Well, because I can understand why he was freaking out at that point, because in the first one he did say that he couldn't use the suit anymore. So I took that as like he can't shrink anymore, because you never see him shrink in this movie up until the point where he actually like goes into the quantum tunnel for the first time.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe he was just like hyping himself up for that. Like, no, I'm not gonna die. It's totally different. It's not a suit. I'm in a car. It's different. It's not gonna fucking turn me inside out. I'll be fine.
But I would do that like as he's going in. Just say fuck it. He's the one that volunteered for it anyways.
No, that's when
he
you gotta go.
The body.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, stuff like that, and even that 2 hours that they had, like that seemed like a lot. Like I said, when they powered it up and they found him, and then when they came out, or when Scott left, I'm pretty sure it was like nighttime when he left the lab, or was it daytime?
It was daytime.
Okay. But even then, like, it takes the cops that long to get into the forest. Like, again, it was just timing that it would have been nice to know. Because when they get up to where their lab actually is, like, how long were they knocked out? seems like they've been at least awake for a while. So
Yeah.
it makes it tough, but yeah. Other than that, I think that's like one of my main gripes with this movie. Everything else was like pretty well done. The quantum realm always looks like that animation and the CG in that always looks cool and it looks great and it makes you feel like they're actually going into like subatomic and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it helps again with like the tardigrade fields, as Hope's mom called them, because well, if you know about tardigrades, like they're like the smallest creature that we've ever seen, or multi-celled organism, I believe, and they can survive anywhere, literally anywhere. Like we found them everywhere. Found them on the bottom of the ocean, in like frozen ice, in space.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, these guys can survive anywhere. So if you know that going in, then it makes it, I think, a little bit better. I like that nod when Hank almost got eaten by like 4 of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little weird why he was just like, why he wouldn't be panicking. Because like the first thing he said is like, "Oh, you didn't say how beautiful it was, Scott." Like that's because he didn't get to the cool part.
Yeah.
Like he got to see the absolute blackness.
Yeah, he was in the void.
Yeah, and then he got to see like pass through that weird mirror wall that differentiates the quantum realm from the other quantum realm. I can't remember what they actually called it.
Yeah. It's like the wasteland.
Yeah,
The
she was
wasteland.
in the wasteland beyond the quantum realm or quantum
The void.
gateway. Void.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the little mirror dimension was like
Yeah.
the void.
I noticed. I don't know if they used like similar animations or not, but the the wasteland in the quantum realm was eerily similar to like some of the planets that were in Dormammu's realm.
Yeah.
Like the shit growing around on the ground and like the footsteps and everything. It just seemed very very similar. So I didn't know if that was like they were just recoloring and retexturizing the existing animations that they already had, or they just like maybe it's similar for other reasons, like maybe they're similar places.
I think so. It was almost like they were setting up like not necessarily a multiverse because I think multiverse and the realms are different.
Universe.
Yeah, because there's different realms. Because there's like the nightmare realm. There's the dark realm with Dormammu. So I don't know. It makes it tough because even in Doctor Strange, they mentioned the multiverse there as well.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
that's yeah, because that's where I'm confused. Like I understand for Doctor Strange, like you have to bring up the multiverse because like that's how you get your magic, right?
Yeah,
But then you just completely screw that theory. Like I guess if they were using multiverse to describe multiple dimensions,
yeah. I think that's what they multi dimensions because those ones, yeah, the dark dimension, nightmare dimension.
the mirror dimension, everything,
Yeah,
yeah, they call it dimension, but then they call it a multiverse. That's where I was confused because the multiverse doesn't exist according to the TVA. They
yeah,
make sure it doesn't exist. And well, I was gonna say the ancient one might have been able to know that, but no, because she could never see past that one point, and that was before the multiverse of madness was a thing,
yeah,
or maybe not the multiverse of madness, but before Loki broke the TVA and created the multiverse.
yeah. I feel like a lot of like I think with all the new movies, that's what's gonna cause. Like I think that all happens around the same time. Like I feel like because when Kang at the end of Loki, you see Kang and he's just like, and from here, I know nothing of what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like when he dies, there, when in the new Spider-Man that comes out in a few weeks, um, I think when that spell goes off to have everyone either forget that he's Peter Parker or something like that, well, I think that happens almost at the exact same time. So almost like all these things that would fuck up the multiverse or caused like the multiversal war.
Yeah.
I think it all happens almost at the same time, and then that's why Kang couldn't see all those like all that things happening, is because he couldn't see past that one point, almost like the Ancient One. I wonder if the Ancient One actually knew about Kang and the TVA.
I feel like they had to.
Yeah.
Because one wrong move and they're fucking toast. Because the TVA can go anywhere. It doesn't matter, like, maybe not the mirror dimension, but we don't know because we've only seen them transport to that one verse.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, like, timeline-wise, because when does Loki take place? It takes place after the Avengers, the first one, 2012-ish.
Yeah.
So...
Well, that's just when he takes place.
Yeah, and
When
but
that
that's when, like, the multiverse breaks, right? And Doctor Strange was made after that, so maybe the TVA wasn't even a thing yet.
No, because he actually wasn't supposed to survive. So I think he gets pulled, like, because they're all variants. So I think he gets pulled, but it's at the same time that, because basically he gets pulled when Endgame happens, right? Because that's the version that gets the Tesseract kicked over to him, and then he goes.
Yeah, but he's not in the same time as Endgame, right?
No, but they would be. So they went and they went back in time, and then so it's still their timeline that they're going like, or same time like year, and then that happens. So I think the TVA, but it's hard to say because the TVA is, I think they're like without time basically.
Yeah, they're in a separate dimension from time. That's what. But I just wanted to know because, like, that's when he gets pulled. So would it change anything from there? Because you don't know, like, when they started, or I guess what the first branch was.
Yeah. Well, because they also already have all his things, like everything that's going to happen to him, right? So
Yeah. But, I mean, they have records of everything that's going to happen on that timeline. That's how Kang knew everything that was going to happen up until that point, right? I want to see how they're going to explain it because, yeah, the continuity is definitely going to be an issue the farther you go along. I know a lot of things are just going to be retconned into it, but I want to know how they're going to explain that. Because as of right now, I got fucking questions.
Yeah. And, yeah. So I guess that'll be just like, yeah. Just looking up everything, every interview with Feige and stuff like that, just looking in and be like, hey, why does this happen this way? Or anything like that. It'll be cool to see if they're actually going to use like this quantum healing, that stuff that they're doing, because I think in the comic books, I think pretty sure Doctor Strange actually like has a base in the quantum realm. At least he did when what was it, when we used to play Ultimate Alliance. He had a base, like that was one of the bases was in the quantum realm in the Ultimate Alliance video game. So and it'll be.
Could he open a gateway to the quantum realm?
He must. You can sling ring anywhere. So.
Does sling ring change size though?
No. Oh, maybe. It's just a doorway. So when you just walk through.
Too many fucking questions that I can't get answers for. Feige, come on the podcast. We'll do a 7-hour one where I'm just going to ask you questions. First and foremost, is the Thing's dick made of rocks?
That's a great question.
Do you think his balls are made of pumice?
No.
They float in the bath. Pebbles? Have you seen the size of that man?
Yeah, he's on roids. 100%.
There's no way you can fit a needle through those rocks.
Yeah, you could.
No.
He was on roids before. Then he got more juiced.
I don't think he was on roids before. He was real squishy.
Super roided.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. He was like the bodyguard for Reed. So they were friends. He was the bodyguard. He took care of everything. He's roided out. And then they get hit by cosmic cum. And then he gets super roided and rocked.
I don't agree with the cosmic cum. Because it wasn't a liquid.
Could have been.
No.
Yeah.
Because it went through metal. It was energy that phased. It was radiation
Oh,
that phased through the
Gamma.
ship. It wasn't gamma. Well, some of it might have been.
could have been.
Maybe it was sigma,
Delta.
sugma.
Ligma.
I heard Joe got that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Joe Mama. I love fucking those up. Like, yeah. Yeah, I heard Joe got the stigma. Ligma balls. We're the best one. I'm just going to use the same one because I can't think of anything. I was like, I heard Joe got ligma. These nuts. Mostly because I'm the only one that finds it funny. Like, everyone else is like, oh, yeah, he's going to make a Joe Mama joke or something like that. And I just fucking throw in another meme. That wasn't funny. And I'm just like, I'm fucking dying. When you
Pulling memes out of everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I spend too much time on TikTok. So
I still be quoting Vines and shit. Like,
yeah.
could you please not smoke marijuana in the building? I have children. I smoke crack, bitch. Know your smells. Anytime I'm at work and someone's like, "Oh, it smells weird in here," and I'm like, "I smoke crack, bitch. Know your smells."
I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam, bruh. Oh,
You're not fam anymore, Mom. She's not your mom. Dad, I'm not your dad.
oh, Vine. Fuck. Speaking of classics, the Stan Lee cameo, always great.
This one
Always,
was
yeah.
particularly fantastic. I think as he was getting on in years, like, he just gave less and less of a fuck. So maybe he was asking for more risque stuff. Like, he basically just made an acid joke.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the Wasp, like, shot his car with the shrinking ray.
Mm-hmm.
And he just drops his keys like, whoa, the 60s are really catching up to me. And we all know that means he was doing drugs.
100%.
With strangers. No needles, though. We didn't have that yet.
No.
The CIA had yet to pump that into lower income communities.
It's all about little bits of paper. That's what they did. Just stick it underneath the tongue.
Yeah, underneath.
Melt
You
it
put it on
down.
the tongue.
You put it underneath.
Yeah, which one of us has done acid?
I've Googled it.
I've done it, and I regret it. Don't do it. It is not worth it.
You see the quantum realm.
Do mushrooms. Yeah, but then you can also see your own fucking sins personified every time you look in a mirror. It's like, oh man, I need to calm down. You know when you're way too drunk and you go to the bathroom and you just sort of like stare at yourself in the mirror trying to convince yourself you're sober?
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite. You look in the mirror and there's about 7 of you looking back, like all of them convincing you of different things.
Yeah.
One is like, yeah, we need food. The other one's like, yeah, you need to rip your skin off. There's tracking devices underneath. And then the other one at the end is just like, oh yeah, Cusco's poison. Poison for Cusco. It's all coming together.
Does this take place? Is this more in? Is this San Francisco?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm just purely based off like the hills and shit that they go through. I don't actually know. Where was the first one set? I never thought to ask that.
I'm
thought it
pretty
was,
sure
like,
it's West Coast
California.
too,
Ow.
which would be sick, man. I don't. He should have hooked up with Shang-Chi. Maybe they will in the future. I'm looking forward to anything in Marvel has coming in the future.
Well, as long as Wong is still a part of the MCU, which obviously he is, because he's like he's Shang-Chi's contact for the Avengers.
Wong's more popular than anyone. Well, except for fuck. I'm so ashamed I can't remember his name.
Who?
The fucking cameraman in Eternals. Karung?
Yeah, Karan.
Yeah. That man. The
Karun.
fact that it kills me that these side characters become so popular, like they're so well written that they themselves get posters.
Yep.
Or
Well, I
the-
mean, like, they knew. I think they knew, like, he was going to be the fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
If someone came up to me and said, "Pick your favorite person from Eternals," it's Karun.
Yeah.
Every time, just because of like the level of sass, and I don't know if this, like, he's always doing this.
Yeah.
Every time he talks, he's doing this, and I don't understand. It brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
And it's just, he's like a fucking bobblehead. This is the end when he was like thanking. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much." It's like, why? What are you doing with your fucking head? That's what happens when you put too much WD-40 on your neck. Never stops.
He's too lubed up.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, getting off track. Oh, I guess we could probably tap into some of the other Marvel stuff before we get any more in, because the Hawkeye episode this week was awesome. Had like a nice maybe not unnecessary, but almost unprepared heartfelt moment between Clint and his kid when he had his hearing aid broken. That one was I hate getting old now and just not caring, because that hit my emotions pretty good. When he's just talking to his kid and he's just like, no, I'll be home for Christmas. Maybe it's too real, because I've had that experience before. They're like, no, I'll be there, and then they're not, and then you're just like, wow, fuck. So,
I think it was more like it showed like how often he's not there, because the kid was like, "It's okay if you can't come home for Christmas," and this was like his youngest child.
Yeah.
Something you definitely don't want your kid to ever say.
Yeah.
That's the instant cue to the parent. Like, that's probably the wake up moment. Like, oh, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I gotta be there.
Yeah. And the car chase scene in that one, I'm not gonna lie, way better than the car chase scene in this one. Only because of the way it was shot. It was so well shot. They had like either a rotating camera or something in the car, made it look awesome. And the fact that he couldn't hear, Jeremy Renner in the Hawkeye series has been unreal. Nailing the characters, nailing the acting. He's all around. He is a good actor. I think can be a bit of a prick.
Yeah, didn't he like vibe check his wife with a 5.7? And by that I mean he put a pistol to her fucking head.
I think that's what they said. Yeah. Was that him or no?
Yeah, I feel like that was him.
Maybe. I don't know. He also almost was not Hawkeye, because he told Marvel, he's just like, hey, like, my daughter comes first. Over anything, over any of this movie stuff. Like, if it's going to interfere with my daughter, then no.
Yeah.
Which I think played really well to the character, and then them actually giving him, like, the family, and being that family man really worked, because I feel like actors do great when they can inject some of themselves into a character. They think you really pull off a character that way.
So it was, to clarify, his ex-wife said that he put a gun in his own mouth and threatened to kill himself and her. Which, I mean, if you want to do that, you gotta
do it in the opposite.
Swap the order.
Yeah.
Because, like, as soon as I get done eating this bullet, I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Yeah.
We're not all that guy that got tased and didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
I still love that video. It's like 2 fucking tasers on him. Like, you can see the things in him. And he's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. And then proceeds to slowly crawl on the ground.
Or was I like that other one where he gets, I think it's on Cops, and the guy's he's like, get on the ground. All right. My safe word is pineapple. This is like
oh, yeah, no, that was like a YouTube bounty hunter. Watch your fingers, booty hole man. I want to know that guy. I'm pretty sure it was fake. Like, it's all scripted, but I want to meet that guy.
Yeah.
That's my change. It took me a while to acquire that. It's like 40 fucking cents.
Oh. Also, speaking of other actors that almost weren't in things, Michelle Pfeiffer was actually so she plays Janet in this, Hank's wife. She almost didn't take the role, even though the guy who wrote it and the guy who directed it was just like, no, like she is the one for this role, because she has a notorious habit of backing out mid-project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so it just slows down production and everything like that. And so she herself was worried because she knew this about herself, about taking this role, even though she'd be like, "Yeah, like I like the role," and obviously, bigger named people are signing on to MCU projects because they see how cool it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I was really hesitant to take this role because I know myself and I'll try and back out." And she's like, which is crazy to me, but glad she was in it. She did fairly well. She played the role very well. It would be nice to see when they bring her back for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which, by the way, the new fucking logo, it looks cool, but you can't read the fucking thing. It's real bad for that. For legibility, rough. Coolness,
I've never seen it. I don't know.
yeah.
Quantum.
It's like,
Is that the right one?
nope.
Okay.
There's a different one.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that is like highly legible, even with my fucky eyes.
No, they made a new one, and it's like, it's weird. It looks very
Steampunk.
runic,
Runic.
I guess. Yeah,
The fuck?
yeah. It's real hard to read.
That's not even. Those aren't words.
Nope.
Like the first two, fantastic, spot on.
Yeah.
December 2020, May 2021, you're killing it. You got it. What happened in October?
Yeah.
Like, unless there's a native species that is in the quantum realm, because I did have
Right.
questions about that. Where did her clothes come from? Because she was wearing the Ant-Man suit,
Yeah.
right? Like,
the
she
wasp
may have
suit,
had
yeah.
clothes underneath, but I don't think it was that enough to make a whole new outfit.
Yeah.
Like, that was a fairly tight suit, so you can't like pack a fucking hoodie under there, or 17 shawls so you can cut one up and make a scarf out of it.
Yeah. It was. I wonder what kind of stuff they got in it. Maybe she went. Maybe she found a carpet realm. Shrunk down real.
One prick that used to work at Walmart.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm telling you guys, we can shrink the Walmart.
Yeah.
We can make it smaller.
Yeah.
He's like, you're fucking crazy, Ted.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
And then Ted is just like the only Walmart in the quantum
Yeah.
realm. He's got the full monopoly on that
Yeah.
market.
Charge whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. Plus, you only have to buy one product ever.
Yeah.
You buy one carpet, you just cut that up into the quantum size smaller carpets.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. Although the strings might be a little
And
large.
why does Hope have a different last name?
Van Dyne? Probably because she hates her dad. Or hated her
Oh,
dad. So
okay.
she may have taken her mom's maiden name.
I don't know. Is that her maiden name?
I don't know.
Oh no, he says
Yeah,
oh, nice to
Janet
meet
Van
you
Dyne.
again. So does she hate her husband?
I don't think so. Maybe
Or maybe
she's...
it's Hank Van Dyne? Hank Pym Van
No,
Dyne?
it's Hank Pym.
Hank Van Dam.
Okay, this is a revolutionary concept, and I can't believe I have to explain this to you. You do not have to legally change your name when you get married. You can be, like, if you got married to a woman, sorry, let me be more realistic. If you got married to a man,
Yeah.
you would be Mr. Tomper,
Yeah.
and he would be Mr. Smith, for example. You don't have to share the same name. You could hyphenate, absolutely.
No.
But
Absolutely
fucking
not. You pick one or
Pym
the other.
Van Dyne, that's
don't-
3 separate words.
Yeah.
That's way too much. You got a middle name in there, like at
Yeah.
most one or at least one. That's
Yeah.
5 fucking words for your name.
Yeah. Also, is Hank actually the short form for Henry? Because she calls him Henry in this too.
Yeah, I don't know,
Is
because
it?
you get Dick from Richard.
Yeah.
if you ask nicely. And like Bill from William, like just say Will.
Yeah.
No, unless your fucking name's Billiam.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be interesting to look up.
I know this one guy Roderick, but he went by cunt.
Yeah.
Wasn't his choice.
It's weird.
Very fitting.
I knew a mom that went the same route.
I said went by, not is.
What was the other great scene? Oh, Baba Yaga makes an appearance in this.
I love whenever Kurt brings up like anything from his homeland.
Yeah.
It's just like Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Anytime they're talking about ghosts, he's like Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
And when he finally sees her for the
Yeah.
first time,
Just screams. Baba Yaga! And then just goes into a chant.
yeah, and he starts singing it like the the children's nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if they have it on. No, it's continuity. No, I didn't open that one. Sorry. No crazy quotes.
No. Which is true.
Fuck you.
It's it. Yeah. Because they have. You see Baba Yaga in the new Hellboy.
Yeah.
And it's like the floating house and everything like that. The tale of Baba Yaga and the myth is actually pretty cool. Which, realistically, I don't know why they call John Wick Baba Yaga.
Because he's like
He does nothing to children.
I think it's more of like the
spookiness.
Yeah, the spookiness. Like he can hit you from anywhere with anything, and make a clean getaway.
Yeah.
I also think it was like he said
Pencil.
in John Wick they said Baba Yaga was boogeyman. In this one he said Baba Yaga was like a witch.
Yeah.
So they never specifically said boogeyman. And maybe that was because, like, well, spoilers, it's not a man.
Yeah, that's true.
And if I say boogie woman, to me that's just like a disco fiend. You
Yeah.
know? Like, look, there's the like if I say
so
look,
good.
there's a boogeyman, you're like, oh, there's a creep trying to like molest children. But if I say there's a boogie woman, you're just like, staying alive.
Yeah, get down.
That's the only fucking thing. The what is it? It's the only disco song I could think of. I don't know why I forgot the word disco. I just used it like 42 seconds ago. So it doesn't seem like that quote is on here, which I'm very upset about. Although they do have the entire awkward interaction between Scott and Jimmy Woo.
Yeah.
Should I read it?
Are you sure if you want?
I'm not going to.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the longest that we've talked about the movie
Yeah.
in the podcast, though. My 45-second monologue of two people.
The ending was nice. It sort of tied it all up before you get to the post-credit scene. Because this movie came in between Infinity War and Endgame. So, post-credit scene is, whoo! We won't spoil it for you. Because in case there are some of you that are watching along with us.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Yep, it's true.
No, I gotta reset this. I should have waited till the end.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Do I gotta turn my head?
No. If you want to. It's all up to you.
You can clean pea soup off the walls, bitch. And this beautiful tapestry behind me, right over here. You can see it. Quality work.
No.
There's a sign.
Not even hung properly. It's fucking cockeyed. It bothers me all
Looks
the
fine
time.
to me.
You see Scott and Cassie and Hope are all at it looks like a drive-in, and all of a sudden there's a bug on the windshield, and they're like, oh my god. And then it turns out that they actually just shrunk a bunch of things to have their own little drive-in movie theater with a laptop.
I feel like they probably just shrunk their car and them,
Yeah.
and the rest were just like,
Dinky cars.
yeah.
And shit. Just
This is
committing
Hot
Grand
Wheels.
Theft Auto. Just, yep,
Yeah,
that one.
That
That
one's
one.
mine. That one's mine. Although he has the perfect opportunity for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Done.
Just carry that Hot Wheels case, just like Hank Pym.
Fucking put it in my pocket. That's not your car. Look at it. It's so small. What are you, crazy? In the back of my mind, I'm like, yes, I just got a Rolls Royce.
Here's the problem with Hank Pym and his carrying case of vehicles. When it goes sideways like that, the oil and everything fucks up the engines.
Yeah.
So that's something they didn't think of, because because he even carried it with the handle. Yeah. Oh.
No, because it was also like laying down when Louise picked it up. So
Yeah.
if it was like straight up and down the entire time, it would be fine because you can like orient the car so that they're somewhat not fucked with.
Yeah.
But like, well, I guess you would only have to seal the cabin, right? So there would be no AC, not in those vehicles.
No.
Because you would have to seal the cabin entirely, or else you get turned into inside out goop, as we saw in the first Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
Because you have to
have
the sealed container. And maybe that's where they got the idea, because like Hank Pym was like, yeah, I'm gonna put myself in a suit and I'm gonna make it smaller, and the other guy's like, well, I just want to make shit smaller and it's not working, so I'm gonna put it in this thing and see if that works. And Hope saw that and was like, I bet you I could make the car smaller.
Yeah.
She wanted a full-size SUV, but at the size of a compact.
Yeah.
And now you can.
With our new Pym Tech.
With new Pym particles, you can have the car that you want at the size you can afford.
Come on down.
Write in the comments why I always see women driving the same.
Oh.
They always have the seat, like, it's always like straight up. It's right up against the steering wheel, and they drive like this. I don't know.
So the airbag goes off, and they just get fucking blasted.
In their chin?
Yeah.
Like, that's how close you are. If it goes off here, you're fucking... You're dead. Your neck's snapped. No more Christmas.
None.
Whereas me, I'm way smarter. I bought a bunch of healing crystals and rocks that help center me and realign my chakras, and I put them all over my dash, and I glued them to my my airbag as well.
Yeah. Save your life. Save a life. Buy a rock.
You didn't get that joke at all. I literally turned my fucking airbag into a claymore.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of rocks sitting right here, and then explosive force. Yeah. You realign my chakras. See, there's my the very back of the vehicle.
Chakras over there. Chakras over.
They're all on the line. It's fine.
But yeah, solid movie. Paul Rudd, always a winner, and he will be back when we get to Endgame. This is the next time we get to see him,
because he is currently in tiny prison.
Yep.
And I guess that you don't really find out, because like first time I watched Infinity War, I was wondering like, where the fuck is Scott? I don't know if it's specifically brought up, like maybe Anthony Mackie was just like like talking to Cap or something. He's like, yeah, I don't know where he is. Like he's definitely off probation now, so I don't know where he is. But I wish they would have released this one like a week after Infinity War or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, the hype was still there, because then people would know why Ant-Man just wasn't in the movie whatsoever.
Yeah, instead of going through all the way and then just getting to the post-credit scene and be like, oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah. Which is kind of like, yeah, but at the same time, like, the MCU knows me well. Like, I'm an abused wife. I'm never gonna leave.
100%. I am. We gotta figure out when we can go watch Spider-Man, because I gotta go down to. I'll be down, fucking Shelby's. He messaged me about it. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm coming. But yeah, it's gonna be great. I'll go down there, and then I saw the date, and I was like, oh motherfucker.
Is it like when Spider-Man comes out? Is it on the 18th?
It's Friday. Yeah, Spider-Man comes out on the Friday. So I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll probably have to do Monday.
Do you
usually work?
Do you work Monday?
I work on Mondays. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if you took that specific Monday off to give yourself an extra day to recover.
No.
No.
So I'll just get ham boned on a Friday and then drive to the farm on a Saturday and then be able to drive back up. So if you don't end up working on Sunday nights.
I think they released the schedule for the
Then we
rest
can
of the month.
hit it up and see Spider-Man No Way Home. And holy fuck, the hype is so real. The amount of leaks, I've seen so much, but I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. I have a feeling that if they don't add certain characters into these movies, there will be a fucking riot. But that's just because like people are just so demanding and they just get in their head. Just like WandaVision when everyone's so obsessed with fucking Mephisto being in it, and then he wasn't, and it was like, oh,
100%. He was in it.
yeah.
I seen it.
No,
There was a guy in the devil costume. I saw
I was
it.
like, oh yeah, now he's gonna be in the Agatha Harkness TV series. This is where they're gonna bring him in. It's like just wait, be patient. They're gonna do it. It will happen eventually. Like your things will happen. Stop freaking out. Mephisto's more of a Ghost Rider villain, anyways. So
Danny DeVito is the next Ghost Rider. 100%.
no, he's not.
Either that or Charlie Day.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage gave it up.
Keanu Reeves.
Nick Cage just lost it.
Keanu Reeves. Johnny Blaze. That's who they're bringing in. Johnny Blaze is there going to be the.
What Charlie Day is Johnny
Iteration.
Blaze.
whatever
Paul
that
Rudd,
is.
Johnny Blaze. Guy from Bad Bosses. Or Horrible
Oh,
Bosses.
that guy.
The dentist
No,
assistant. Yeah.
he can't be that.
100% he can do it.
No,
Are you kidding me?
no.
I would love to see him as Ghost Rider.
But yeah, let us know what your casting thoughts are for a Ghost Rider film, because it's coming, for sure. It's coming. And let us know what you thought about this movie, either in the comments on Twitter or any other place that you think you can get a hold of us. I'm giving this one a big old 8.5. Had a few issues with it, a little bit more than the last one. Which I gave, I think, like a 9.5. But the comedy's there. The acting is all well done for the most part. It was a neat villain with the phasing and stuff like that. And it was a villain that they didn't kill off because it was more of a style that just a villain to survive kind of thing, not an evil villain. So I have a feeling that they'll be back eventually. Or they left that door open, so...
Yeah, they're definitely going to bring it back. I have a feeling that... Oh, wait, no, she can't meet up with Cap, because Cap is fucking donezo. I thought Cap was going to, like, meet her and be like, yeah, even though, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. made you do horrible things, which at that point was probably Hydra making her do those.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're on the team. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll see the new Cap do that. We have to refer to him as Captain.
Yeah.
Because Cap is Cap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this movie 8.7. Is a fantastic film. Very, very enjoyable. I would have liked to see a little bit more seriousness to it. I thought there was a whole lot of comedy in this movie, but the comedy was very well done, so I give it a little bit of a pass. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It was just a fantastic movie. Very well executed. CGI was fucking amazingly well done. Like most of the time, I have some issues with the suits and stuff like that, but this one, no real issues.
Yeah.
A lot of the times when, usually with the newer ones with like Tony's suit and Peter's suit, where the mask just sort of comes up, they don't do it well 100% of the time. But in this one, I saw like when the suit went back, you could see Scott's hair like move back a little bit and then go forward. So yeah, I thought they did that very well done. Plus, Ghost's suit was just fucking sick.
Yeah. It really was.
And I will never trust Lawrence Fishburne.
Nope, you can't.
You want to give me a blue pill? How do I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, huh, Mr. Cosby?
Yeah. Well, with that, that's another one that comes out this month too. Is the next Matrix.
Oh,
lots to talk about. We're gonna stick to Marvel though for now. Let us know what you guys rated the movie. I got an 8.6 from us here by the rail side. If you guys have any other tips or tricks, or if you just want to share, you know what? If you got something on your chest, you just want to get it off your chest, just let us know. We'll probably listen. Can't guarantee it. Just don't make us more sad.
not possible.
Yeah.
Bring it on, people.
If you can make Jordan more sad, we'll give you $1.
You will be written into my will.
Oh,
It's not much.
that's he's got weed. For those of you
Not
in
much.
the legal state. All right. Well, you guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.